Record. Here we are. Welcome to the Movie Manifest meetings. My name is John Chun, a member of the Movie Squad. And the Movie Squad is just a group of guys who, well, we started out as casuals, just watching movies for fun. Then COVID hit. We watched a bunch of movies in a year and we started reviewing them. Our friend Jake, who's not in here with us, he developed a spreadsheet that we have all contributed to. It has a collection of ratings and we're all able to give our opinions. There's also Spencer, who is probably, I'd say he's probably the most of the veteran out of us who's been at this for the longest time. And then our newly added member, Luke, who actually was just added for his birthday a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month. I don't even know. Time's crazy. So, but yeah, this is our first video here. I'm here with the last member.
Yeah, I'm Jackson. I could say, like Sean said, I'm a member of the Movie Squad. Have been for about, what has it been, two years? Going on, maybe longer than 2 years.
Roundabouts.
I was a casual, definitely casual until I met Spencer. Showed me some movies, and at first, no, I wasn't really into it. But then he showed me some really good movies, and I've started really enjoying it and just taking it off. So, yeah, we're gonna do a movie review, and our first one, we're going to talk about Pig. This came out in July of this year, starring Nicolas Cage, who was kind of like Nickelback. He's kind of hated on, even though he's actually really good. But just a quick synopsis of Pig before we get into our first reactions. And basically, it's a truffle hunter who lives alone in the Oregonian wilderness, must return to his past in Portland in search of his beloved foraging pig after she is kidnapped. It's directed by Michael Sarnowski and written by Vanessa Block and Michael Sarnowski. Sean, first reactions, what do you think?
Okay, so it's on me. So first reactions coming into Pig. I believe it was first released to rent on Amazon, and I was very tempted to pay to watch it because I think I heard from you actually, Jackson, that people were had a lot of hype going around Nicolas Cage's performance, already giving it an Oscar nod at this stage. And so going into it, I really was ready I had him under a microscope. I was ready. And initial reactions to this movie, I would say I enjoyed it. It took a minute to settle in. I would definitely classify it as a slow burn. I definitely think that there is a lot of investment to be had in the story, but it does take its time and you have to be along for the ride. If you're not along, I can see you falling off of the interest. But a very original concept, I'd say too. Is very unique, like Jackson just described. Is you hear about it, and honestly, my first thought was I was expecting John Wick, but in like a period piece. I was thinking like he's gonna be, going crazy looking for this. And I will say, like without spoilers here, I will say that I was very surprised. I definitely didn't expect the story to go the way it did. Camera work, very aesthetically pleasing. Even just the way shots were framed, very good framing. And performances, I mean, Nick Cage, he's been notorious for overacting at times, but when he channels it and when he puts it to use, I think he's one of the best to do it. So I really think he brought it. And a shout out to Alex Wolff. I really love the work he's been in recently with Hereditary, and also seeing him actually in Bad Education recently too. He's really showing he'll take on any role. And it was Jumanji too, actually, that he was in. But just a very versatile actor, up and coming. And I think he really did a good job as well. So what do you think, Jackson?
My first reaction after I finished it, I was like, well, that's not what I expected at all. Maybe it's recency vibes, maybe because I just watched Mandy a couple months ago, kind of the same, like set in the wilderness. You know, Nick Cage, you think he's gonna go all maniac. But yeah, this one was very, like you said, very original. It also took its time for me. Like the first 10, 15 minutes, I was like, where are we going? You know,
Yeah.
I really didn't like Amir, played by Alex Wolff. First 10,
Right.
15 minutes, I was kind of wanting him out. I was kind of just wanting a Nick Cage. But man, as the movie went on, my enjoyment just went up, nothing like I expected. Even like I kept waiting for it to venture out and like do something crazy. But no, it knew what it wanted to do, and it stayed true to it. And I really enjoyed the score. You didn't mention the score, but there's so many things to mention from this, but the score, um, I thought the editing was insane, and then Sarnowski, he was. I've never heard of him before this film,
Right.
and he directed this film wonderfully. So yeah, I was surprised. I also really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Enjoyment kept on going, and yeah, I was very surprised by it.
Yeah, the other thing I guess I can mention also what I didn't expect it to do was there was some emotional connection to a little bit that I
Oh
really
yeah,
some investment that I really didn't see coming. Um, and that just goes to show with his direction. It would have been easy to take this in a one way track, but I like how it's very spread. Like it's you
mhm,
can I think a multiple watches for this one would be necessary for me.
definitely.
After knowing kind of what it's going for, I think a second or third watch would only raise the rating, in my mind, after seeing this one. So yeah, definitely surprised. And
Yeah, I would say that I definitely, like you said, I pictured John Wick maybe just because of John Wick was set off by his dog,
yeah,
and then this pig, and what I was gonna say is, yeah, I just didn't expect that much levity, that much heart for just that, the message that would like impact me
yeah,
that that well. So yeah, I was definitely surprised by this film. I kind of knew just from you told me, just reactions I heard first off when it came out. I was like, this isn't your average Nick Cage film. This is actually really good. And Nick Cage was the star, and he probably brought in a lot of the viewers because there are some Nick Cage diehard fans. But definitely the material was just really good, and it kind of you just obviously Nick Cage elevated the film, but the without the story, the direction, the way it was shot, it all added to a really good film.
yeah. Dude, you mentioned also that I think the director. This is one of his more well known. He hadn't had done a lot before this. I mean, you look at the cinematographer, look at the movies he's done, you look at the person behind the score. Not a lot of
Yeah.
big names. I mean, Nicolas
Mm-hmm.
Cage is probably the biggest name on this. If it goes to tell you
Yes.
anything, and I think that's only going to really that's a risky game because Nicolas Cage, he's shown time and time again he'll take on any role, and
Mm-hmm.
he it's almost like he had a period with Gone in 60 Seconds, Family Man, where he would set, but
Yeah.
after Mandy, especially seeing that this guy, he's here. So I was worried, but he almost like I think he really gave these people a chance to really step in and make something that people should see. I don't know how
Yeah.
many people
Oh
are going
yeah.
to see this is the other thing because I don't know how much initial pull there is to it when you read the
Mm-hmm.
synopsis. Other if you're looking for an Oscar performance, maybe you'll be interested.
Yeah.
But could you see people like kind of steering clear of it after reading the synopsis?
Oh yeah. I mean, and
Yeah,
plus, like with it not going directly to a streaming service, I don't think did it even go to theaters. I don't
not
think
that
it
I was
did.
aware of. Yeah,
Okay, so and plus, Nick Cage already. Not a whole lot of people respect Nick Cage, even though he is. People forget he has won an Oscar for his acting. People forget about that, but yeah. After Mandy, he was on the way up, and then yeah, this was definitely. I don't think he's going to win an Oscar for best performance, but yeah, he definitely has. I believe this is. Um, there's a bright future ahead for him.
yeah.
Like he proved he's still relevant in Hollywood. He's still a big name.
Yeah. And I'd go far as to say, with as much praise we've been giving him, I won't be surprised if this one's not even nominated. I don't think he'll get a nomination. I just think that the film will go overlooked, and then the performance will as
Mm-hmm.
well. But if it did get nominated, that'd be awesome. But after watching it, it was good. It was
Yeah.
very good. But there's just some really great ones out there. So, but
I
Nick had a
do
lot to
think
prove in this one.
I do hope though that more people will watch this film now. It's on Hulu. It just
Yep.
came to Hulu last, or maybe even this week, and the runtime is like an hour and 27 minutes. So it's a quick watch. Like I said, it's a slow burn. So it
But it's a
doesn't
short
it,
time.
it
Yeah.
doesn't feel 90 minutes, but it's still gonna be 90 minutes. Okay, we
We're
we
gonna
we said all we could without
without
spoilers.
spoilers. Yeah,
This
we
is our
don't do
first
those.
reaction. So, um, what do you think I gave this? You write down what I think
Let
I
me
gave this.
yeah.
I'm gonna write down
Let
what
me
I
get the
think you
trusty
gave this.
pad, and then I'm gonna take a shot at what you gave. Good night. Good night. We're gonna go for.
Um,
I'm gonna go for. You know what? This could be crazy, and this might be just crazy, but you know what? I'm gonna go for it because if this happens, it'd be insane. But I'm gonna go for this one here. So, do you want to show what you think I'm gonna do, or do you want me to show first?
I'll show first. Okay,
All
this
right,
is
all
what
right,
I think. This is what I think you gave this film.
all right.
8.6.
8.6. Okay. All right. That's honestly not far off. I'll show you first. My score that I had written down before. I actually went, I don't know if you can see it,
8.3.
8.3. 8.3.
Mm,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. It's got room to grow. It's got room to grow, and that's why I think the multiple watches are essential. And yeah, but let's hear yours. I think for you, I went and I just went for it just to see. I actually went 8.3 for you. See if that's what you would give it.
8.6.
Wow. Okay. We went the
Yeah.
same both. All right. All right. 8.6.
I honestly, I looked
Fair.
at the movie manifest, and
Yeah.
I was looking at your 2021. I saw you had Nobody at an 8.5, and I just thought you would like this just a little bit more than Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody, without getting too deep into it, yeah, Nobody definitely, I say Pig is better than Nobody. Pig's definitely better than it is enjoyable for me at
Yeah,
this point in time. Nobody just was a lot of fun. That might be a video for another time, but that movie was just a lot of
yeah.
energy. So, yeah. Um, but yeah, we're actually gonna that'd be the end of it for this video. There's our ratings on it, and we're gonna actually get ready to do another video where we go into a little more detail of the story. There'll be
Mhm.
spoilers present, as well as just kind of open discussion about the film, how it connects to other 2021 movies, maybe even movies made
Yeah.
before, and also some more thought behind these ratings.
Mhm.
So if you enjoyed it, check us out next time. The Movie Manifest
Yeah.
meetings.
If you enjoyed it, pigs in the chat. Comment pigs.
Comment pigs, yeah, pigs in the chat. All right, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching.